Okay.
Hi. I'm Miko with Century 21 Hometown Realty.
And I'm April Hugh. I'm with Century 21 Hometown Realty.
We have a special guest today. Very special guest.
Very special. And usually he's on the other side of the camera, but this time we have him on this side. Here's Jon Paquet with Paquet Photography. Welcome, Jon.
Thank you. Thanks for having me on. It's different being on this side of the camera.
Are you nervous?
No. No, this will be fun.
Yeah.
Cool.
So you've lived in Santa Maria your whole life?
Yeah, we moved up here in 63.
63?
Yeah, and summer 63, and just lived in Old Orchid and in Santa Maria, and we've just seen a lot of changes and see the city grow. It's amazing.
Yeah.
And you had, years ago, you were involved with auto body.
Automotive, yeah.
Automotive?
I actually, in high school, I got a job working for Scolari's, and then,
Yeah.
you know, and it grew into Lucky's and all that stuff. And then, in 89, it's like, you know, I want to try something different. And so I got out of that after almost 16 years and opened up my automotive shop. And then from there, grew into a speed shop and hot rod parts, and got involved with the racers and different racing and stuff like that. And
Oh, that's the connection with the Speedway then.
So you were like kind of like a mechanic with your auto?
yeah, at one point I had 5 employees.
I see.
I was a babysitter of all of them, and you know, anyways, the hot rods and the race cars, I mean, they all like to sit around and talk about them. Let's get stuff done. And so I just met a lot of people around town, and then through racing I've met a lot of people, and in the grocery business I met a lot of people.
Well, in this business.
Yeah.
Photography, yeah.
Yeah, and got tired of it and got out of it. Took about 6 months off, and then ended up going to work for a sign company, because the fabrication and the installation and the electrical, and I knew all of that, so I did that for quite a few years, and then just things changed, and so then it was in 1999, a friend of mine, he said, hey, check this out, because he knew I was into photography. I used to go racing all around and take pictures and stuff, and it was a digital camera. And it's like, okay, you know, man, this is cool. And ever since basically 2000, I've been, you know, using digital and growing and expanding. Then I worked out at the racetrack for a few years, and then, and at that point I started doing the photography of the races.
Okay, so that's kind of where you transitioned.
My transition to that. I knew all the guys. I knew all the guys with the hot rods and everything else, and just going out there. And it's challenging. It's an adrenaline rush to be right there with the cars and stuff.
Yeah.
And as you know, it's people get hurt. It happens. You just got to be aware of the surroundings and stuff.
Right.
But it is. I enjoy it. And then, about 6 years ago, a friend of mine called me and says, hey, can you do pictures of a home for me? Sure, why not?
Oh, okay. Is this a?
And they turned out terrible. Oh. Can I go back? Can I go back? And she said, yeah, sure. You know, and it was Carol Surrey.
Oh my goodness.
Okay.
And I've known her for like 30 some odd years also. And so then she went back, and I made all these changes, and I looked, and they were a lot better, but it still took a lot of processing afterwards. And it's like, man, you know, but it was fun because every home's different. Every home's a challenge. You know, and you meet great people in the homes and stuff like that. But so I just, you know, and that's just part of me striving to do better all the time.
Mm-hmm. Well, and then I think the first time I met you, I was on an open house, and I think I was just walking in the door, or I had just got there, and you pulled up and you came in with your little brochure, and you're like, hey, I've been trying to get a hold of you. And I was like, oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Come on in.
Yeah, it's like, well, you're never at the office.
Oh, yeah,
Right, 'cause
that's right.
He would come in. I remember you
Yeah.
coming into the office, and you did a presentation here once.
presentation.
Yeah, I remember that.
And because I remember seeing your listing online on Realtor.com or something like that, and I go, wow.
Those are
Oh, she got her.
bad photos.
So then I
That was my digital camera.
seeing your little sign, I was like, man, I got to at least try, So
Yeah.
and because it was a big wide house and everything,
Yeah.
but it all worked out. The other thing I did was in 2013, I was contacted by Google
Oh, yeah.
to do the virtual tours for Google My Business for business listings, and so then I signed up for that and tried that. I had to take their test, and which was like really about 100 questions, maybe 10 of them were about photographs, and the other one was all the legal stuff that
Oh, right.
that goes with
Right,
it.
that makes sense.
And I made it, and so then I had to buy some other equipment and started doing that. And at that time, they gave us access to go actually inside of Google Maps. And that's why they trusted us so much, is to get in there and not move any of the markers and stuff, but just get in the building and create the tours and stuff. And I've done some nice ones. Santa Maria Museum of Flight. I did this Santa Maria Historical Society, a few churches and a lot of businesses and stuff. And that's a part of building and creating 360 images is what, I wonder if real estate market could do this. And I could do individual ones and put them in the tours and stuff like that. And
Well, then you kind of expanded with drones
I was gonna
and
say,
the videos.
yeah.
of
yeah, I
the
had the drone and
homes.
we did that, and and then I've always looked at the videos and it's like, and never really. I didn't take the time because I wanted to get to a good point with the photography. I wanted to get a good, smooth workflow in the real estate photography part of it, and then once I got that, I was like, okay, I'm confident in that, and jumped into the video and. Gosh, I don't remember. 2019, I started doing it, and the agents are like, oh, I don't know, and it's like, no. And being a part of Google, I get to see all the trends of what's coming up, and it was video. So I need to get into it. And it's just, there again, educating the agents, hey, this is what's going on. And the end of 2019, we did your interview, and it worked out good. And so here we are today doing them.
Consistently. Yeah,
Yeah.
very consistently.
Almost a year.
Honestly, we both really appreciate your support and
Yes.
your encouragement
Exactly.
because I think, everybody's nervous about being on camera, but I think we've transitioned into this really great learning experience for everyone too.
Yeah.
And
So,
we're learning.
we're learning.
We're learning
Yeah, we
so
learn.
much, and it's been so nice to you get to know people when you talk to them, on this level.
Yeah.
And we get to share with everybody that watches our, our social media, all the people that will watch it.
Yeah, I think there's a lot of viewers.
Sharing
we have
great
a lot of viewers,
information.
yeah.
But you've been very, you've been our rock and our support, and
Yeah.
sometimes you push us, and we're very grateful for that.
Yeah, I mean, I come up with goofy ideas for you, and sometimes you use them, sometimes you don't. But I've got a good one coming up when we do the next morning coffee show, and
Okay. Oh, okay.
it'll be fun.
Yeah, we like fun.
Yep.
But and there again, I do appreciate you two for saying, hey, we want to do this, and you made the commitment to do this month after month. And I know you guys are busy, and I know it's challenging sometimes for you guys. But I think it's working really good. You've got plenty of viewers, and it's starting to. Your recognition of it, people seeing you walking down the street or in a store,
definitely,
are starting
yeah.
to grow, and
That's for sure.
yeah. So I appreciate you guys hanging in there.
Yep, we're
Okay,
committed.
Yeah.
We're
absolutely
excited.
We're ready for another year.
Yeah, absolutely.
Be great.
So tell the viewers what do you do? Other photography, portraits.
I used to. I did a lot of portraits. We did some weddings. Those are high intense. I got out of that.
Okay, so it's mainly just the.
Just portraits. I do a lot of senior portraits.
Oh, you do senior portrait. Okay.
Okay, that's good to know.
I've got one great people that I know that we're trying to get her son. He wants it out of the beach, and the weather in the beach is not cooperating, so we're just being patient, and we'll go do that. And just little things like that. But the real estate has really kept me busy, and the video part has really kept me busy. Saturday nights when I go to the racetrack, that's my time to just relax, have fun, you know, and do the pictures and stuff, and I just get loaded up. January, I got that other camera, and I'm already at almost 23,000 pictures already this year.
That's crazy.
So it keeps me busy. It really does. But yeah, I always, you know, and I enjoy doing family portraits and going out and just, you know, doing all that stuff. And we did yours, and April's next. You want to do some family portraits? Let me know.
I will let you know, John. When my daughter's a senior, I'll call you for that for sure.
So what is your area that you coverage? Do you go, just because you seem like you go quite a distance?
I've gone far up as Paso Robles. I've done a few in Paso Robles and Atascadero, a lot of them around here. Last Tuesday, we did what, the 2 videos here. We did a couple, 3 videos here. I went and I shot a home in Santa Maria, and then I was shooting a home in Oxnard at 4 o'clock.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my goodness.
And
Driving through traffic.
it wasn't bad. Traffic wasn't bad, but yeah, it's just you know. So really good agent, Century 21 Everest out of Ventura. And I shot a home for her in Buellton and did the little video clip, and her team just like, it's like they've never seen anything like that. And so she called me back and said, hey, I got another one.
How did she find you?
Somebody up here recommended me.
Wow.
Oh, okay.
That's nice.
Would go down to Buellton, and so, but you know, I try to keep the quality up as high as possible. I try to be reliable. I try to be on time when I say, hey, I'm going to send you the pictures or whatever, you know, and keep that going. There's a lot of photographers around. Some of them will run and take the pictures, and they'll send them off to an editor, and you'll get them a day later or whatever. And you're dependent upon
It's always a time
couple-
crunch for us.
overseas, and if the guy overseas, and they're good people, I've seen some of the work that they do pretty good work, but you just lose that touch. And then if an agent says, hey, this and that about a picture, you've got it there on your system, and you can edit it and get it back to them right away. You can make changes right away rather than relying on
Going to taking a couple steps and possibly a delay.
I know when you guys get ready with your listings and everything's timed out, and it matters. It really does. And so to try to be on time with everything, and just trying to be reliable. And
So do you have any suggestions for an owner of the house, what they should do to prepare it before you get there? Like declutter,
Blinds
put things
open,
away,
lights on.
clean things up, put things away. You know, I mean, it doesn't have to be spotless.
Yeah, because you can't
It doesn't really show up too much in the pictures. I mean, the biggest thing is, I mean, if somebody's going to sell their home, they're going to move anyways. So start packing up some of that stuff
That's what we tell them.
and declutter. You know, the front yard, you know, have it nice. The biggest thing is windows.
Clean windows.
Clean windows, because sometimes, and I know 2-story windows is difficult because you can't clean the outside, but some of them are just really water spots and this and that, and it really intensifies, so it makes it hard for me to clean it up. You know, homes with a nice view outside, a nice yard or whatever, it makes a difference. It really does. The quality of the pictures really helps the listing. It helps the agent, but it helps the listing. It attracts more people, which hopefully in turn you end up with more offers and yeah.
It's all,
And so that's what I've seen. Because when I do the tours, I'm looking at the images and looking at how many views and what's going on, and I can say, okay, well, you know, why did it drop off? Well, you know, maybe I didn't do good enough in the 10th or the 11th picture to keep the attention going of buyers. And that's what
Well, everyone looks at things online, so
Yeah.
it is really
It's
important.
very important.
So
That's what I tell you. I say, before I submit it, I want it to be as perfect as possible.
Yep.
You know, just to have it all ready.
dialed in.
And
Yep.
you know, people, you know, they listen, and
Yeah, it's an important step.
It is.
Staging the
It
house
is.
ready
Yeah.
for photos.
You know, and working with you two, you guys are great because it's pretty much set when I get there. And makes my job easier to just go in there. And I have sometimes where a person is late, I gotta wait, and then they got all this stuff in their hands and they're staging while I'm trying to take pictures. Like, really? You know, sometimes I'm on a time frame and
You've got other appointments.
yeah, I got other appointments, and then I got editing to do. And there's times I'm up till 12, 1 in the morning editing stuff to get it on time.
Yeah.
But I enjoy it. You know, and all the different homes that I've looked in and seen and videoed and different properties and stuff. And
So John, if someone wants to call you, what's your phone number?
they can reach me at 805-310-1096. Leave a message because sometimes I get busy and I can't answer.
Or text you, right?
Yeah, or
You can text.
Yeah, text.
You know, your homeowners, if you've got a question that I can answer, hey, you know, what's best for the photos and stuff, you know, they can call me and you know, give them some ideas and tips. And I've had a few, people that have, friend of mine, you know, they were selling their home, so I went over, looked at it, say, hey, this is what you got to do. I got another one that just came up, and I think I'm shooting it Saturday. But I told them, hey, clean all this out. So is he's going back over tomorrow, and gonna finish mopping the floors and doing the windows, and so it'll be ready.
Great.
Very good.
Well, thanks for coming on the show. We really appreciate it.
Yeah.
And
I mean, it's a long overdue, but we are so grateful that you made it.
Yes.
You showed up. Thank you so much.
Yeah, on that side.
I appreciate it. I appreciate everything you guys do for me.
Yeah, thank
and
you.
we appreciate you too, John. So thank you. And if you have any other questions or would like more information, I can be reached at 805-878-5056.
And I can be reached at 805-714-8124. Thanks for watching.
Yeah, we'll see you soon.
Bye.
Bye.
To see more information, go ahead and click on that button, and you can reach me at 805-714-8124.
And my number is 805-878-5056.
Thanks for watching.
Yeah, we'll see you soon.
Bye.